Well, hey everyone, how's it going? Good morning. Today is Saturday. It is Saturday morning. It is Saturday, August the 9th. Welcome. Welcome to a short ship with me. But I have 3 items going out. I'm very thankful for them. Yesterday was a super busy day for me. I worked till noon, and then my great aunt passed away and her funeral was 2 hours away. So I got off work, came home, changed, went to the funeral. I went ahead and decided to just drive back home last night instead of staying at my parents', and I got home late. So I only posted 1 item yesterday, and I did receive a couple messages from people, and I just told them basically I would get to it as soon as I could. But I did get 3 sales. So as little as I've been posting, I got 3 sales. But guess what? I posted 4 items already this morning to eBay. So that's good. All right. I did get 1 Poshmark sale, and it was actually kind of a surprise because this person had on Poshmark, they can send a little message and it was like, please hold this. I want this. I will pay for it next Friday. And truthfully, those on Poshmark, I'm not going to hold items, especially for something as little as this one, but she came right back and she bought it yesterday on the Friday, and I was really surprised. So, pleasantly surprised. But this is a Charming Charlie. It is a crushed velvet embroidered lace top, size large, new with tag. It's very cool. It's very unique. I got it at the Goodwill. Here's the tag. I picked it up at the Goodwill on 75% off day, but it still cost me $3.10. I got it April 1st. I knew I wasn't going to be able to list it much since it was a Charming Charlie, but I listed it for $15, and although it would have been better to sell on a different platform just because of fees, I'm still very happy it sold. This is kind of an item I knew could sit a while, so it sold for $15. My net profit after fees and my cost of goods is $8.90. So I am very happy with that. Very, very happy. Little sales are better than no sales. And although it's always my goal to find items with higher net profit, sometimes depending on your location, and I know I hear more than one of you say this, your location plays a big part. I'm in the Midwest. I have limited time to source because I have a full-time job. And so sometimes you have to pick up what you can find. And some people would argue with that and say, well, if you can't find good stuff, don't pick it up. But it just sold. So I am happy with that. And sometimes I feel like really to learn, sometimes you just got to try things. And yeah, anyway. And I like the look of it. I picked it up also for aesthetic reasons. The velvet velour, it was new with tag. It had embroidery on it. I just liked it. So, okay. All 3 of these items I purchased this year. So that's good. These are, I got it at the Goodwill as well. On April the 7th, I got it for $2.59. And they are some Landau black. Landau, I think that's how you say it. They are black ProFlex scrubs, size medium. They're scrub pants is what they are. Oh, that's backwards, sorry. And you can tell, look at these. Like, they have not been worn hardly at all, if at all. And a lot of times on scrubs, if they're worn a lot, the lettering starts to crack and dry and peel off. And these are in excellent condition. So anyway, I am gonna, since they're black, I'm gonna lint roll them before I put them in, but they are fitting in my standard 13 by 10 envelope. But these sold on eBay yesterday for $16.99. I am running a 15% off coupon, I think. I'm running a coupon. So they saved $2.55. So after cost of goods and everything, my net profit is $8.78 on these. So very happy. I actually forgot that I had these. They were hanging on the top rack, and I recently thought I had gotten all of the pants off of my top rack and put them in the bins. I need to give you an updated look at my garage too, because I just this last week have rearranged things once again. Sometimes you just got to keep rearranging it until it makes sense to you. Okay, I'm actually surprised this hadn't sold already because of aesthetic reasons. It is a vintage Talbots. It is this vintage Talbots tag. People do look out for this. It's a Petites 12. Sorry, I'm going to my title. Thank goodness I put petite in the title. I was worried about that all of a sudden. Vintage Talbots women's sleeveless midi dress, petite size 12, cherries. Look how cute that is. It's got cherries on it. I don't know if you remember me picking this up. It's definitely a midi dress. It is lined. Look how cute that fabric is. This I got on May the 26th. I did pay up for this. I paid $10.47 at the Goodwill. All three of these items came from my Goodwill. And it kind of like gives like all kinds of different aesthetic vibes. Like rockabilly, it kind of gives that. I don't know. I just love it. It's so pretty. And I sold it. I picked it up for $10.47. I sold it for $28.80. And that was on an offer I sent. I did receive a message on this yesterday. And truthfully, I didn't even look to see if it was the same person. But they were asking for armpit and waist measurements. And I just said, the second to last picture is the armpit measurement, or is the chest measurement from armpit to armpit. And I will get, I'm away at a funeral today, but I'll get this as soon as I can to you. And then they came along and purchased this right after. So I'm thinking it's the same person, and she saw my measurements that I did have listed, and she went ahead and bought it. So I'm happy with that. And my net profit, it's not as much as you think, but my cost of goods, you got to remember, was pretty high, $10.47. So my net profit on that was $13.70. I had a lot of watchers on that dress. So I'm actually surprised it took a while to sell, but I mean, May 26th is when I bought it, and I didn't just run home and list it that day or that week even, probably. So anyway, I am super happy with that. And yeah, today it's probably a low-key Saturday for me and my husband. He's home today, and we are both tired from being on the go. And I am on, I do have to work next weekend and do some visits for them. So I'll kind of be like on a backup call. And so I'm hoping this weekend is just a low-key weekend. So yeah, and that's what I got. That's all I got. So hopefully, definitely more sales today and tomorrow. I'm hoping for. Let's see, I've sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've sold 17. In the last 2 weeks, I have had 17 sales. So if I just sell a couple more, that would be great. That would be more sales than the last 2 weeks for sure. So I'm hoping for that. But anyway, I'm just going to get to listen and hopefully get some pictures taken. And that is my weekend. So thank you all so much for joining. I hope you have a blessed weekend and get your rest you need. And I will hopefully see you Sunday night.